much holding the ball. I think because we have a lot of good passers, we're not using that and we're not doing it enough. So, more paint touches, more ball movement. Trust what we do. Our numbers offensively have gotten better and better, but then recently they've gotten worse and worse because of some decision making and poor shot selection. So, with this group, we're going to continue to address it. One thing I feel since we've started with this group is they're they're open to it. What do we got to do? What do we got to do? So, everybody goes through it. We had a really bad second half, especially offensively, but it also impacted our defense too. And we played a good team that took it to us in that second half, and a lot of it was because that ball did stick, and we didn't share it, and we didn't stick to what we do offensively. So we're gonna work on it hard here the next 2 days, and the truth will set you free. Is we're gonna tell the truth, and video doesn't lie, and we got to get better. This team could get a lot better, and that second half offensively against Rhode Island was not good enough, and we're gonna use that to work on it. I've been saying that the biggest teacher for this group is going to be adversity, and sometimes it's adversity and you still win. Sometimes it's adversity and you take an L. We took an L, and there's a lot of adversity that we didn't handle it, and that you got to go through that stuff. It's I hate to say this coach speak, but it is. We all been there. We didn't play great up at George Mason, but then we dealt with some stuff, and we got, as the game went on, we found a way to get a lead, and we won the game the right way. But we didn't put a full 40 together. This past Saturday, we sure didn't put a full 40 together, and things snowballed in the second half, major adversity, and that's got to be your greatest teacher at times, which I really hope our guys approach that the next 2 days. That's going to be the emphasis: dealing with adversity, dealing with things that don't go our way in games, and mature from it, right? And so it doesn't happen again. And we're going to have adversity throughout the year from here on out, and we're just going to have to continue to deal with it and learn from it and grow from it. So that's huge to us for sure. I think our poor offense had a lot to do with affecting our defense, and that hasn't happened throughout this year. But that was an example where the offensive deficiencies really affected our defensive approach, and vice versa as well. And then teams start scoring and all that stuff, then you think you need to get it back quick, and you take bad shots or have tough turnovers. And we got to understand that we hang our hat on defense, from the way we pressure, the way we guard the ball. I thought we defended the rim at times, but it was just too much rotation, and from open shots to second shots in the second half. And we're going to address that. We're a good defensive team, but we were very inconsistent on Saturday. Our offense affected that, as well as just not getting back and getting stops. And we're going to address that. I know our guys want to address it as well. What's your approach? What's your attitude? I hope the guys are upset. I hope they're mad. But also, what are we going to do about it, right? And that's the response and the resolve we have to have. I'm looking for that. I think we have a very competitive group. I think we're 9-3 here. We're 2-1 in the league. We've had some success early that has gotten everybody excited, which is great. But we also got to stick to, continue to improve and get better as we see. We're going to play some really good teams. We got to play better than we have lately. And, those are the ups and downs of the season, all that stuff. But I want to see these guys come into practice the next 2 days and, be on fire and compete, but also learn from the adversity that we had, learn from the loss that we had, and so it doesn't happen again. Or when we're getting close to that, we can recognize it, and we have the awareness to do something about it. We're still young. You handle different things differently all the time. Everybody's different. That part, that's coaching part. That's sort of the parent part, right? Everyone is different in how they learn or how they take criticism and all that stuff. The biggest thing, example with Lane's question, in the second half, we were down only 6 with the ball, but we were acting like we were down 15, and the wheels were falling off. And we helped push those wheels off. by some of our decisions. That's the stuff with maturity. That's the stuff of going through this that we got to get better at. And I always say the truth, right? You got to speak the truth, right? The truth of good offense, the truth of bad offense, the truth of making the right decisions in that moment. And tape helps you with that. Showing video helps with that. Practicing it on the court, and then really talking to our guys and explaining to them one-on-one and where they understand it and have awareness for them to understand the best. There's just different ways to go about that. But we'll watch tape today, and you'll see the truth in tape. And that's not always easy, but that's how you learn a lot. And you see it, and you say, I got to do better than that. And when we watch tape, it's not a killjoy type of thing. For me, it's we got to learn from this. If we're going to put time in here watching tape, we got to learn from it and carry it over to the court and practice, and then the next game. And that's going to be our approach. With Bishop and Battle, they're the leading scoring duo in the league right now. Battle can really shoot the ball and score in different ways, and then Bishop, of course, orchestrates a lot of their ball screen offense and how they do things and all that stuff. And they're a team trying to find their identity, but it's led by those two guys. So it's a sort of a two-headed snake, and one is very good with the ball, the other one shoots it in really well. So we got to make sure that we got to be ready to play on the road, find a way to win on the road, but we also got to get back to being us and being the aggressors and respecting who we're playing, but also being us.